1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Yo, what's going on, zombie enthusiast, and welcome back to our channel. Uh, as you might have observed, I made a guest appearance on Rogue Tier's channel. Basically, I'm just here to break his view record yet again with another banger zombie deck profile. And before getting into the profile, a little self promo here. If you clicked on this video, you definitely like zombies, so why not check out my channel, the Undead Royal Academy, where I post basically all the zombie content possible out there, from test ends to deck profiles and more. So I would appreciate if you could go and give a sub or watch some videos and see if you like them. So let's get into the deck profile now. Starting off with the Tree Wyvern. This is basically a given. It's the best starter out there now. Now that the ghost cards are finally out, but Unizombie isn't really the best starter anymore. You want to start with Wyvern, so you can get into your Ghost Fusion. We got 2 Mizukis for extension. 3 in this build. You don't really need 3 because you don't have a bunch of ways to discard it from hand now, like Unizombies and whatnot. And then basically the rest of the zombies are 1-0s. I know it's pretty weird, just one Banshee and one Uni, but trust me guys, you just summon Uni to your combo, so you don't really need to normal summon it. Continuing with 1 Barlock, 1 Genshi the Spirit, key part of the new combo lines, because Ghost Fusion can banish her from the hand or grave or deck. That's if your life points are lower, hence why we're playing so many life point reduction cards, so we can have access to activating the second effect of Ghost Fusion, because that's where all the battle lays in this deck right now. 1 Banshee just to set up 1 zombie world. I found that in this build, when you go first, you don't really care about the grind game. You either win or lose, basically. 1 Gozuki, it's basically just a 4th normal summon. If you don't have access to the Wyvern, Gozuki is basically your next, well, for that matter, Mizuki too, your next best normal summon. Especially Gozuki, because on some, well, not to summon, you just activate his effect to send a sleeper from the deck to the grave, and that's how you get your Ghost Fusion if you didn't open the Wyvern, basically. 1 Zombie, like I said, for the combo. 1 Sleeper, 1 Glob Bloom. I still play Glob Bloom. Some people may, I don't think everyone plays the Bloom, but you should play the Bloom if you ask me. Especially because the second effect of Wyvern, throughout the combo you can, use Ghost Fusion on Wyvern on the field and Genshi Spirit down in hand or deck to bring out Garura, right? Spirit Down would be banished, so then she would banish the Wyvern from the graveyard, and the Wyvern in the end phase is gonna mill the Bloom. I guess some people might think this is just a Ghost Fusion searcher, but no, if it gets banished, it's gonna send in the end phase a level 2 or lower zombie tuner, which just gonna be your Bloom, so you can have access to Doom King in the end phase, so you don't need to get yourself locked to the combo and be like, oh no, I need to waste a Foolish for Bloom to get the Barrock. You don't need to do that anymore. You just send the Bloom in the end phase. But that's mainly it for all the zombie core. Next up, like I said, we need to pay a bunch of life points reduction cards. And one of the best life points reduction engines out there is the Punks. I'm playing 2 Foxy Tune. I found one to be a little annoying. If you draw it, you cannot bait a the Imperm or Dash with Zamin. So really, I like playing 2 plus 2 gives you potential more extension if you don't get Italy or open the Zamin to normal it. You don't really want to normal the Zamin, hence why we only play two. Basically just Italy targets. One deer note because she is key to the combo. And now I bumped up to the deck with 3 Assault Synchron. I was finding myself, even without all these cards, right? I was still finding myself annoyed that I didn't had ways to pay life points in my first turn too often. I had some hands where I have, I had absolutely no way to pay life points, so I could activate Ghost Fusion. Because really, Ghost Fusion, it's so easy to get to. It's mainly the life points pay cost, so hence why we played the 3 Assault and the 3 Tuning for that matter. Uh, Moving on, 3 Ash Blossom. Not only is a really good hand trap that can really stop some road decks in their tracks, including zombies, of course, if you get that Ash and you don't get follow up like Italy's or tuning to bait an Ash or whatever Foxy tunes an Ash hurts. That's if you consider a zombie rogue. If you're like me, zombies tier 1. Also, not only Ash is a zombie, also a tuner for the matter is level 3 tuner. So worst case scenario, that's the worst possible scenario. You can normal the Ash and maybe if you hard draw the Psychic Tracker, or you can special him on with Italy's, you can make the Immortal, since they make 6, and even if you draw it, you can special summon yourself because Ash is level 3. Also, if your opponent gets rid of Zombie World, you can keep the Ash a bit more. You don't Ash the first thing you see really, and if you got the Doom King on board, your Ash can trigger your Doom King banish effect. So not only you Ash something, you get to banish something too. Moving on, play 2 Drolls. Drolls is quite good this format with all the decks out there. Basically need to search anything from Dark World to Pearly to Rescue and whatnot. Also, maybe if your locals is like full of search decks that really die to a draw, you can take out the one call by for a third draw. One Psychic Tracker, because in our punk combo we get out the Gem Dragon Drive and easily search out the Psychic Tracker for extension. Also throughout the combo, like I said, the Uni Zombie is a 3, so we can easily special out our Psychic Tracker after we searched it and mill the Uni to revive it back with the Goose Mezuki. 3 Tailies, self-explanatory. 3 special summon basically. The one call by, I found myself getting shifted, droll that depending on her, droll doesn't hurt that much, but it can be a pain. Oh, but melee I found myself getting ashed and shifted, and that's quite annoying. So I'm playing one call by to potentially have the chance to not lose the game to a shifter. But if you're brave enough, you can go for 3 draws. The 3 tuning uh, to search out the Soul Synchrons. Amazing card. You gotta love it. It's not once per turn either. Also, it mills the top card of your deck, so there's always the potential to mill the Banshee straight away, or something else like a Slipper, or Gozuki, a Mezuki, anything. 3 Super Polymerization. For going second, you don't easily break the board. You got access to the best Super Poly target in the entire game, so why not make use of it? Also, you got Garura. Garura is a dead given in this combo. You need Garura and Mud Dragon, because if you need Garura for your oopsie, it vanished. If you need Garura for your zombie play, you have the Mud Dragon as a second Super Pole target, or if somehow you got 2 Garuras, go for 2 Garuras. Garura is a way better target than Mud Dragon. The 2 zombie world, we don't need more. We only play 1 Banshee. So we need 2 zombie worlds in case if you draw one, Banshee can still be live. Also, even if you draw one, that's good because that means in our opponent's turn we're gonna have the Banshee for follow up in case our first zombie world dies. The Ghost Fusion, you only need one. Is searchable. Is so easily searchable. And like I said, you only play one Garura, so you can. I mean, I guess you can summon Nether Soul Dragon too, but you don't really need that in the grind game. I found myself not really needing it. And the one Foolish Brew for our 40th card, self-explanatory. All of our important cards like to be sent to the grave, so Foolish Berry is a dead given. And now for the side deck, I'm playing 3 Gamma Seal. I need to play the Kaijus. They are purely players, and there is that Blackwing player Riz that loves to summon his full armor monster. But anyway, the side deck is mainly based on your locals. This is just a suggestion, basically. I'm also playing 3 droplets, mainly because you have if you draw the Sleeper, Mizuki, Barrock, Banshee, all these cards. Yeah, you would like them to go in the group. So if you go second against a really heavy combo deck, Ash doesn't do much, but Droll does break the board. Droplet does break the board. So hence why the 3 droplet in the side. 3 Twin Twisters for the back row matchups. I didn't really find myself any room for Duster. I wished I could play Duster, but the 3 Twisters are fine for now. Like I said, the D-Stark is really good, and you can respond. Like if you get shield drained or something, you can easily respond to Twister, so you don't really lose any advantage. But yeah, I guess you can make room for Duster by cutting the droplets. I know droplets can be expensive, so you can cut one for Duster and then have 2 free spots. Maybe use one for Pank, perhaps. Who knows? Pank can be a good idea. It can be not only as a pop, going second, it can be used as a body. Next up, D-Barrier. I feel like D-Barrier is just broken. Against some decks, if you go first and draw D-Barrier, you basically win. Or against most decks, basically. Also evenly matched. Thank God it got reprinted in the Starptic Searcher deck. I really like evenly matched. I love playing evenly against branded and back row decks. Back row decks even, yeah. Because I just banished. They need to banish a bunch of back row and they got no follow up from that. So I guess maybe you don't really need the Harpies because you don't really have the Twin Twisters. I have evenly matched. I don't know. Let me know. What do you think about playing evenly against back row decks? I personally found myself doing that quite a lot. Next, we got the extra deck. One Sucker, amazing card. I did find myself summoning her a lot. Also, the African Savior going second. You can run over bodies and Foolish One from the deck. The Zombie Vampire. This is basically your end monster from the Punk combo. Just make sure to try to search the Ghost Fusion first. Because if you melee it from the Zombie Vampire, you're gonna have a really bad time. So I kinda recommend searching the Ghost Fusion first before ending your Punk combo into the Zombie Vampire. Beatrice, part of the combo. Sucking and Punisher, really good card. You can be made quite easily. Like I said, even a Zamin with a Doom King on the follow up on the crackback, basically. Zamin or even a Nash or whatever. There's so many ways to get into Punisher. and you pay so many life points with this deck. Might as well play Punisher too, because it can be a really annoying card for your opponent to deal with, especially when going second. You get well, not going second, but when you are in the turn 2 of the match. Punisher is just amazing to close the game. Want to be still this pattern? I know it needs a dragon tuner, so you do need to summon this before you get to your zombie world. But if you find yourself summoning this, it's so good. It's so good because it basically guarantees not only you get this pattern, but you also get Baron basically if you manage to stick the Dispatter. To also it can recycle your banished cards like Banshee or Wyvern or whatnot. Baron, we love to make the level 10s and 8s in this deck, so Baron is that given. Skeletor Dragon Vanguard, I don't really find myself summoning this card as more often than I used to, but I still summon it quite a lot. And you know, it's always good to be there for that special summon banish. Also, kind of like an imperm like effect. Next up is the Gem Dragon Drive. Is the level 8 you go with your Pan combo, so you can pay even more life points and search out your tracker. Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon, you know, you play the Soul Synchron, so you do need to play this card, because if you get a level 8, you can easily get to a level 8 if you got a Soul Synchro in the grave, which you probably do, because you probably draw it, because you've got 6 copies in your deck basically, and you can even mill it, I guess. You can special summon it and then bring back a go for a Baron or Dispatter. Mainly for Dispatter, if you find yourself on this line, go for the Dispatter. 1 Omega for the follow-up. Omega, if you get to summon it, not only is gonna loop your opponent for 1, it's gonna bring back a Mizuki for extension, for follow-up. Immortal Dragon, key part of the combo. Nether Soul Dragon, the best zombie super poly target out there. Garura, like I said earlier, is also part of the combo, and Mud Dragon, I also explained earlier. It's like the secondary super poly target basically. But yeah, that would be it for the deck profile, guys, and feel free to check my channel, because there I have another version of this deck uploaded. Because instead of focusing on normal combos, the build I just uploaded on my channel focuses on bringing out Christia and locking your opponent out of spiritual summons. And without further ado, Casus signing out.